May profits be upon you. Shall I kick the intro off and let you spend a couple of minutes looking at my fancy little graphics and stuff? No, we're not doing that. Let's go right to it. We're going to break down gold. Let's go first. Let me take a look at the weekly. All right. What you want to see. Look how price impulsed. Impulse straight up, right? Especially from here. Impulse, lovely. All right. And if you put your fib on there from the beginning of this move to the end of this move, you can see that we are not in the 50%, the upper 50% of this, which it would be premium price. You don't want to pay these prices and try and catch buys here. All right. You want to wait till price comes back below the 50% mark so that we can catch discount prices. All right. Now this, matter of fact, if we look at a different template, let me see. Let's try this one. I can't even remember what it is. Okay. Yeah, you can see that it went to the 618. All right. The golden ratio, as they call it. All right. Went to the 618. So we are in discount pricing. And this would be an excellent place to look for valid trades, valid longs. All right. But now you want to find out, where do you pick a long from, because this is an impulse, and after every impulse comes a correction. And this is a very, a pretty complex correction, but it is a correction, right? Look how price left this area, this down move before the up move. So I'm going to highlight this order block. That's an order block, okay? And when you have an order block, you're going to highlight it, all right? This is a weekly. I'm going to move this on over here, and look at that, look at that. Price has maintained this bullish order block, all right? It hasn't violated it. It hasn't gone lower than the protected price point, which is here. This is an indication that price is not going to go. Price is going to hold. This bullish order block is going to hold, especially when you see how price acted when it got back, when it reached back over here. We got this double bottom inside of this bullish order block, this weekly order block. Price projected higher. What did it do along the way, getting higher? Well, it was a short-term low here. Boy, that looked terrible. Let's try that again. There's a short-term low here. That looks better. All right. All right. We got a short-term low here. And what did I tell you? 2 short-term lows is like a break of structure. And do we have another one? Yes. Right here. All right. These aren't breaks of structure. This is a 2-candle pullback right here. All right. Lower low, lower high. There's a 2-candle pullback. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right. This lower high was made by this lower low. And this lower high made this lower low. Got it? One leg of structure. So as we come back up, when we break these short-term, there goes another one, a short-term, these short-term high points, we're looking for what? A return to impulse. Where would I be looking for that impulse? Look how price left this last bearish candle, right? I'd be looking here. I'd be looking there first. Let me say that. I always look for the likely candidates. This I would look for, I would look to first, but I'm always going to keep this one in mind, because this one is what sent price up. This one is where price found all this buying power and pushed. All right. So if price was to come back to this one, I'm hoping that it holds, but I'm putting money on this one. I'm pretty sure it's going to hold, because it sent price. You can see how strong it was. Okay. Well, price did have a reaction here, but it didn't last. But understand, this is a weekly. So, there was plenty of money to be made in this little reaction. All right. But price did find its way back down here. All right. And you see how price rejected from this bullish order block, this weekly bullish order block, right? It came back up. We have all these highs here. This is a buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. What do I mean? All the stop losses and pending buy orders for people who are looking for breakout trades and people who are taking shorts. Price will undoubtedly will eventually make it back up here, take these people out, and then have the liquidity to make the more significant move. All right, now let's go to the data. All right, what am I supposed to see? What am I looking for? I'm looking for direction. I'm looking for bias, right? But I'm looking for those opportunities. Okay, I'm looking for what is price giving me. The first things you got to do is just kind of look at the structure in general, and then start to mark it up with what looks most obvious to you. What looks most obvious to me is this low point with these two elbows. Okay, this looks like an inverted head and shoulders, right? And we're getting this reaction. What would validate this head and shoulders? This the breaking of these highs and the grabbing of this liquidity up here. All right, that's one thing I'm going to look out for. You see how bullish we closed? That's a very strong and aggressive bullishness, a bullish candle from Friday. All right. Now, I want you to understand something. This is the way I look at the markets. Okay, price made this aggressive move down here inside this this bullish order block, right? So the reversal, boom, price makes it out. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for signs of reversal. I'm looking for a low, a lower, and then a higher low. All right, low, lower low, higher low. That's what I'm looking for, or a inverted head and shoulders. If it comes up like that, I drew that terribly. I'm looking for that inverted head and shoulders. All right, it could be nice and symmetrical like that and all that good stuff. But if it's a quasimodo like that, it's fine, as long as I get that head and two shoulders on either side. Both of them are the reversal patterns that I look for. Okay, and what happens? What happens in that quasi that I'm looking for? I'm looking for this, right? More than anything else, I would like to see that low, the pullback, and then the lower low. I want to see this high broken. I would like to see that high broken. Sometimes it happens, most times it happens, but sometimes it doesn't. But I'm looking for it because that indicates that price is, for me, it's an indication that price is going to turn bullish. A very good indication that price is going to turn bullish. All right. When it breaks that structure, that valid pullback, that means we are expecting price to return to impulse. This is the impulsing order block. I'm looking for price to come on down here, test it, and mitigate this order block, and then continue higher. All right, what am I seeing? That is my bread and butter setup. Bread and butter. That's what I look for every day. We came down. We made the valid pullback. All right. Made a lower low. Breaking this low. Made a lower low. Equaled this high. Creating all this liquidity up here. All right. Equaled that high. But along the way, what did we do? We broke short-term highs. We created a high, then broke it. All right, and we got more than two here. Two short-term highs broken. I'm looking for that same return to impulse that I would look for if we had broken this high. I hope you can follow me on this, okay? So when price comes back down here, I'm looking at this area here. Oh, excuse me, all the way down here. This whole order block here for a retest, because this is the impulsing order block that sent price up there. It retested. And that is the place to catch your long trade. Here, this is that's your long trade. All right. You see that on this right shoulder, we have a mini inverted head and shoulders. What am I looking for? Low, pull back, lower low, pull back, lower low. We break this high. Price comes back. This is your entry. It's that simple. This last bearish candle before the up move is your order block. Now, let me see something here. Sometimes you have to be really careful on that last down move before the up move, because if you look on a slightly higher time frame, on the 2-day hour time frame, you can see that this here and this bullish candle, that bullish engulfer, that's just a bullish engulfer, you know, without two candles, and it starts here. That's just an aside. Anyway, this would be your entry. Boom, it breaks this high. What am I supposed to do? Wait for the return to impulse. Where's the impulse? Right here. What did price do? Come back down to it. Here's your entry. All right, what did price do? Break this high. What am I expecting? A return to impulse, right? Where's the impulse? Right here. What did price do? Comes right there. There's your entry. Don't ignore this. This is why the trend is your friend. The trend is my best friend. You just catch the trend at the beginning. This is what you're going to see. It has to transition first. And when it does transition, you take advantage of it. I'm trying to show you. Now, as far as gold goes, things are looking really nice. We've got this mini reversal on the right shoulder of a larger reversal. This larger reversal is indicating that price is going to probably go high, continue high for the week. All right, I'm looking at these attacking those targets as TPs. It could go higher, I don't know, but these will be my TPs. Once we start breaking these highs, and we will, because there's liquidity up on the top of these points. So let me draw this out for you. Okay. Price, I just took you through what price does. All right. Where is the next point to look for as far as impulsing order blocks? It pulled back to the impulse here, right? And price took off. It broke this high already. I just took you through this whole process now. I hope you were paying attention. What are we going to expect? A return to impulse. Where would that impulse be? Right, y'all. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm not a financial expert and none of that. But I'm going to set myself up here right around the median, the means threshold of this this institutional candle, the 50% mark. And I'm going to be looking for price to come and touch and go. A touch and go, just like it was doing here. All right. I'm not going to look for you know, a reversal or anything like that. And I'm looking for a touch and go. Now I'm going to go down to my entry is going to be on the 1 minute. So I'm going to see the transition of price from bearish to bullish momentum here. But I'm letting you know this will be my first target. And the highs will be my second. All right. These are this is an area. This is an area where price has a chance to reverse at this daily order block. I'm going to mark that for you. Yeah. All right. I like it to pass there. I'd like it to, but I'm going to TP there, TP1, and I'm going to definitely be looking to TP2 there. This will be a very good trade. I'm not going to have this kind of risk to reward because again, I'm going to be entering on the 1 minute, and when I see the confirmation on the 1 minute, or I'll go down to the 15, I'll go down to the 5, and then enter in on the 1. When I see that confirmation of the transition of price, just like this, seeing that inverted head and shoulders or that Quasimodo, I'm going to enter in long, and my risk to reward will probably be about 5 pips. That because that's the way I roll. All right. So yeah, that's something to consider. I'm not going to be over 5 pips, but with gold, it's points and everything. It might be 50 points. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. If we look on let me get rid of that. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm not giving financial advice, but I want you to see price making its way down here, giving a even smaller quasi. Okay, these are the things that I pay attention to. I need to see price transition from bearish momentum to bullish momentum. All right, the first place I'm going to be looking at for a return to impulse would be here. All right, you see how price left that, right? But price could come through this. It could, and then I'll be looking down here. All right, but I'm pretty strong. How it's sitting on top of the higher time frame order block. This is a daily order block here, and this is a 4-hour. So it's, you want to go with the higher time frames, right? Because they're more powerful. But if it happens to make it through here, it's no problem, because I'll be looking at this order block here, and I'll probably refine this daily down to right there. Okay. So you have an area to look for price transitioning from bearish to bullish momentum. But that is the plan. We've already had this breaker structure here, which is wonderful to see. But I believe gold will be bullish for the week. I do. And I think that's going to affect the dollar, the USD. I think the dollar will find some weakness as gold finds strength. We're going to wag the dog here, or the tails, something, the wagging or something. I can't remember how to say it, but you understand what I'm saying. I hope you get the point, and I hope you make some money, and I will see you in the very next video. May profits be upon you.